I'm Andrew Wasson from CreativeGuitarStudio.com. When it comes to acoustic guitar, there are three common ways that we play chords. There's strumming the chords, playing the chords as arpeggiated style, and pattern picking them. Now the first way of strumming, well, that's the most popular way that guitar players will use. But you know, the other two are often overlooked. So what we're going to do in this lesson is I've got examples of how to pattern pick and arpeggio pick chords on acoustic guitar. By the time we're done, you'll fully understand how both of these ideas can be applied to the acoustic guitar. After this, join me for the second half of the lesson over on my Patreon page, where I'm going to take this lesson's acoustic guitar techniques of arpeggiated and pattern picking, and I'll include adding scales. Now the scales will really help you form nice phrases that are typically heard by all those famous instrumental acoustic guitar players. And that sound is fantastic. In fact, it's the foundation of how the acoustic guitar can really stand on its own. But first, before we get started, I have a quick word I want to share with you about my Handouts Collection ebook offer. Do you want an amazing guitar book that's perfect for any guitarist at any level? Well, here's how to get yourself a copy of the Creative Guitar Studio Handouts Collection ebook. It's easy to do with any donation of $5 or more made on the CreativeGuitarStudio.com website. You'll instantly receive a copy of this 100-page guitar lesson ebook. It's jam-packed full of chords, scales, arpeggios, music theory, and technique drills. Join the thousands of guitar players who've already received their copy of this amazing lesson book. Just head to CreativeGuitarStudio.com/donations to donate and download your copy today. This lesson is all about acoustic guitar picking pattern options. In it, there will be two options provided for you across 4 examples. The first section is going to deal with arpeggiated picking, which is simply a sweeping pluck approach played across the fingering pattern of a chord. Then in the second examples, we're going to get a little more complex because we're going to bring in a popular acoustic technique that's called pattern picking. It's when you have a structure now to the organization of the string sets that you're plucking through. Now, we're going to get things started with the easier ones. In the first example, it's all about arpeggiated picking. Let me perform it for you first. It goes like this. So all I'm doing is I'm taking a C major chord, plucking across that, moving into a D minor that has A in the bass. Then I'm bringing in the next measure, a D minor chord, just going right across them, and then finally G. It's very simple to do. It's just using your thumb, index, middle, and ring fingers on the pluck hand, and on the other hand, you're just fretting the chords. It's quite simple. All right, let's take a look at the next example that I have for you. This one is in 3/4 time, and it's a waltz. So in this one, we're counting in a 3 count. It's in 3/4 time. And as you go across each chord, there's only 2 chords, there's A minor and a G. But as you go across each chord, you're just counting, you know, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and just like that. It's all eighth notes. It's very smooth. It's very easy to do. One of the things you probably noticed as well is we are ascending and descending when we're arpeggiating these particular chords. But you'll notice this in a lot of tunes. It really does sound nice when you have a waltz going on. Let's get into next some of the stuff on pattern picking. Here's my first example. It goes like this. So in this example, we have 2 chords, a D major and an A major. When I go through each one of them, I have a specific way that I'm plucking the guitar strings. And if you check out even just, how it's working on the D chord, we've got a 4th string with a 2nd string all together. And then we're moving into the 3rd string alone and then up top to the 1st string. and then we're going to double back, play the second string into the third. So that is our pattern. And then all you do is you take that pattern and then you can move it to other chords. In this case, I moved it over an A major chord. So it's a very simple way to formulate a type of plucking approach with your pluck hand and then execute it on different chords. And then it's all uniform. It sounds very structured and it harmonizes a lot of times really nice as well. So I have another one for you too. This is another idea that's incorporating a plucking pattern. This time though, it's a little more involved. Here it is. So in this one, what I'm doing is I'm adding some upper notes on top. You could probably hear them coming in. I'm using a G chord when we get started. I'm going on the outside tones to the inside, and then outside again, and then back to the inside. This is a very popular pattern. You can hear the high note I bring in. But it's very nice. You can move it to any chord that you'd like. I happen to move it to a C major next. And also there was that ending chord, sounded really nice and dreamy there. Slightly different pattern on that ending chord, and that's something that I wanted to do to prove to you that a lot of times as you go through these plucking patterns especially, you'll find they wrap up perhaps at the end of a section of music, maybe end of a verse or something, end of a chorus. You might have a slightly different final measure, and then when you kick into the next section, maybe it's a bridge or whatever it may be in the song, it could potentially change in the pattern, or it might just, stick with the pattern, change chords or whatnot. You kind of have a lot of freedom with this stuff on how you approach it, but those are the two. The first ones I went over with you was the straight, just arpeggiating, just rolling across the chords. These ones that I just did are a little more complicated because there's obviously some kind of like almost mathematical formula to how you structure the orientation of the plucking hand onto the string sets, and then you kind of continue to map that same orientation as you go to other chords. They're very simple overall, but what they give you is just, it's so nice. It has such a great sound out of your acoustic guitar. So you can practice these, get them into your playing, start working with them. I have something else for you though over on the Patreon Part 2 video. I hope you join me over there next. If you go to patreon.com/Creative Guitar Studio, you're going to sign up at the Knowledge and Wisdom pattern. You'll be able to get the Knowledge and Wisdom package, and you'll be able to get this particular handout. You'll get an MP3 jam track, and you'll get a second Part 2 video. Over there, what I'm going to be doing is I have structured some melody lines in between chords, and I've also put together a short instrumental piece that applies that. If you enjoy instrumental acoustic guitar, this is the method that I've got for you over on Patreon there. That's the method that puts it all together. That's where you'll really hear the structure of all those famous acoustic guitar players that love doing all the instrumental stuff. It's there, ready to go over at patreon.com/Creative Guitar Studio. And guys, if you want to get your chops to the next level, if you want to maybe even study my acoustic guitar course, head over to my actual website. It's my website, not Patreon. They're not related. It's an individual website of my own. It's called creativeguitarstudio.com. Over there, I have all my courses. If you want to study my beginner program or intermediate or advanced, or maybe you want to do like guitar technique or ear training, rhythm guitar, maybe you want to do the acoustic guitar program. I have a songs course, a riffs program. There's a whole bunch of stuff over there. Go and check it out. You are going to love it. It's at creativeguitarstudio.com. It's not like any other website on the internet because I've very much so dedicated it to all of the structured courses that I've been teaching since 1992 when Creative Guitar Studio first opened. So thanks for joining me for this video. Like I said, the Part 2 for this one is over on Patreon at patreon.com/Creative Guitar Studio. If you're signed up as one of my $15 a month Patreon members, you'll get to watch a bonus video for the second half of this lesson. And in the bonus part 2 video, I'm going to take this lesson's idea of acoustic guitar techniques with arpeggiated or pattern picking, and I'm going to include adding scales. Now, the scales are going to help you to form phrases that are typically heard by all the famous instrumental acoustic guitar players. And that sound is absolutely fantastic. In fact, it is the foundation of how the acoustic guitar can really start to stand on its own to perform instrumental music. Plus, as a Patreon member, along with that bonus video, you're going to get a jam track, and you'll also get to download a detailed PDF handout that shows you all the examples in both music notation and in tab. Plus, it also includes a number of additional tips and explanations that you don't get in the video lessons. So head over to my Patreon, become a $15 a month supporter today at patreon.com/Creative Guitar Studio. And guys, if you want to help support the channel even further, check out our Teespring store. The link is located inside the top pinned comment below. The store has all kinds of great guitar designs on t-shirts, sweaters, bags, hats, and coffee cups. All the designs and the prints are top quality. In fact, I'm wearing one of the shirts right now. Let me tell you, the fabrics and the prints are just fantastic. Go and check out the store, and if you're a member of the website, use your Creative Guitar Studio coupon code to get your members discount at checkout on Teespring. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you leave your comments and give the video a thumbs up below. And remember, if you're looking for a step-by-step guitar program that puts real tested methods into a proven guitar course, not just random YouTube videos, it's all available over at creativeguitarstudio.com. Plus, you're going to want to make sure you're seeing all my guitar lessons here on YouTube. So go and turn on those notifications, ring the bell, and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, I'll be back here again real soon with another video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now. I have over 30 years experience teaching guitar, and I've written a well-organized step-by-step guitar course. Head over to my website at creativeguitarstudio.com and sign up for a free membership today. Join the thousands of members worldwide who have already enrolled. There's no need to learn the guitar on your own. Let me help you become the best guitar player you can be.